Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Exilent, and today we're going to be talking about Counter-Strike 2. More specifically, Counter-Strike 2 is one of the most anticipated games of 2023, but will it ever come to console is the question. So in this video, we're going to explore the history, the challenges, and the possibilities of bringing Counter-Strike 2 to the Xbox and PlayStation. So stay tuned to find out if you will be able to play Counter-Strike 2 on your couch someday. So right now, Counter-Strike 2 is in a limited test build. It was announced on March 22nd, 2023, and it's expected to launch in the summer of 2023. Counter-Strike 2 promises to be the largest technical leap forward in Counter-Strike's history, and this is going to bring new features and updates for years to come. However, one question that many fans are wondering is whether or not Counter-Strike 2 will eventually come to console. Traditionally, Counter-Strike has been a PC exclusive game, with only one exception being Counter-Strike Global Offensive, the current release game for Valve. This game was released on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 all the way back in 2012. However, CSGO was not received well by critics and players alike, mostly due to its outdated graphics, lack of updates, and poor controls when you compare the console version to the PC version at the time. As a result, CSGO on console was largely abandoned by Valve and the community, and has not received any major updates since 2016, and it has not been ported to new consoles or current gen consoles. So given this history, it might seem unlikely that Valve would consider bringing Counter-Strike 2 to console. However, there are some reasons to speculate that this change might happen in the future, because first of all, the console market has grown significantly since 2012, with more players and more revenue potential. According to Statista, the global console gaming market was worth around $45.2 billion in 2020, and it's projected to reach $21.2 billion by 2023. This means that Valve could potentially tap into a large audience and also a lucrative audience by releasing Counter-Strike 2 on console. Secondly, the technology and infrastructure of console gaming has also improved significantly since 2012. This would make it easier and more feasible for Valve to port Counter-Strike 2 to console. So for example, the current gen consoles, which is the Xbox Series X, S, and PlayStation 5, are all more powerful and capable of running games at higher resolution and frame rates than their predecessors. Moreover, both consoles support crossplay and cross progression features, which allow players to play with and against players regardless of their platform, and allows access to their progress and items across devices. These features could potentially enhance the multiplayer experience and longevity of Counter-Strike 2 if Valve did decide to bring it to console. However, on the other hand, even if Valve could port Counter-Strike 2 to console with minimal technical difficulties, there is still a major issue that could prevent console players from enjoying the game, and that's going to be the unfairness of crossplay. Crossplay is a feature that allows players to play with and against other players regardless of their platform, like I said before, and while this might sound very appealing in theory, it could create a huge imbalance in practice. Counter-Strike 2 is a game that requires precise aiming, fast reactions, and complex movements, and these skills are much easier to perform with the mouse and keyboard than with the controller. Therefore, PC players would have a significant advantage over console players if there was crossplay matches, and this would make the game very frustrating and unenjoyable for console players. Unless Valve could somehow implement some sort of input-based matchmaking or balancing, crossplay would ruin the multiplayer experience and longevity of Counter-Strike 2, especially when it comes to console. But moving on from that, thirdly, Valve has shown some interest and willingness to expand its presence on console in recent years. So for example, Valve released Half-Life Alyx, which is a VR exclusive game set in the Half-Life universe, and it's only been released so far for PC. However, Valve has stated openly that they would love to bring Half-Life Alyx to PlayStation VR in the future. Additionally, Valve has the Steam Deck, which is a handheld gaming console device that runs a modified version of the SteamOS, and the Steam Deck is designed to play any game in your Steam library that is compatible, which could potentially include Counter-Strike 2. So while the Steam Deck is not technically a console, it is a device that kind of bridges the gap between PC and console gaming, and this to me demonstrates Valve's ambition to reach more players beyond just PC. So in conclusion, while there is no official confirmation or announcement from Valve regarding Counter-Strike 2 coming to console. There are some reasons to speculate that it might happen eventually. With the console market being as large and lucrative as it is, and the technology and infrastructure being more advanced and compatible, you stack that on top of Valve showing some signs of exploring new platforms and devices. It is possible to think that Counter-Strike 2 could come to console someday if you take all those and put them together, but it might take some time and effort from Valve to actually make it happen, because at the end of the day, Counter-Strike 2 is still a limited test build that majority of players have never had their hands on, even on PC. So I would like to see Counter-Strike 2 come to console and potentially even some mobile devices eventually, but I think that Valve right now should prioritize PC since that is their main audience for the game. But I do see the potential of Counter-Strike 2 coming to console someday. So let me know in the comments below what your guys' opinions are on this. It might be way too early to start talking about this, but I would definitely be interested to know your thoughts below. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps out the channel. And I will catch you all in the next video. It's been Exilent. Peace out.